It's stolen by Ariza.
He was on that pass in a flash. Read it, reacted.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Freak. Darren Williams picking up that last basket. Freak kicks to Smith. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he can't hit the second. Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Matthews. The shot will not go. Good D by Harden. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Freak. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Freak's got 6.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Nowitzki a screen. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Parsons' shot is off. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And the jam by Harden.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And so here is Dallas, following the score by Houston. Williams kicks to Matthews. This is to Pachulia. Got it from 16 feet. Pachulia's got his first 2 points of the night.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. Freak passes to Smith. Can't get it to go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And the rejection by Harden. When it's out of bounds, the Mavericks able to retain possession here. Clock at 6. Harden against Matthews. Over Harden. And it's Matthews again missing.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
I like the way they've kept them shooting jump shots. No coincidence to find them in the lead. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here is Matthews. James Harden picking up that last basket. And Matthews gets it to go.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Freak with it. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Up off the screen. Can't capitalize inside.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
All sorts of time, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Rockets, number 1.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Harris is checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. Capella's checked in. Here's Nowitzki. That's short off the rim.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Here's Freak. It's hauled in by Harris.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Parsons for three. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Parsons got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Freak with it. Devin Harris covering. Freak dishes to Howard. Ariza kicks to Freak. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here is Harris. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Here's Freak after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Here's Howard. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Howard's got his first points in this one. Mavericks trail by 7. Williams passes to Nowitzki to the middle. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Nowitzki.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Williams following the basket by Dwight Howard. Here's Parsons. No good. Good D by Harden.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Ariza goes in. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks trailing. Harris is out there with Matthews. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Parsons in at the power forward position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's the screen. Henderson. And he hits it to tie the game up. Henderson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Dallas. Here's Freak. Harris on the double team. Freak dishes to Howard. Thornton with it. Matthews covering. And that one's good. Freak. Maverick shooting 43% from the field. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He had 49 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Harris outside. He dishes it to Matthews. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Freak kicks to Howard. Pass to Freak. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Matthews goes in. Smith with the defensive effort.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
It's blocked. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Williams, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. screen by Howard. Here's Smith, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Well, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
11 feet away, and the rejection by Smith. And here's Freak. 22 points for him. He feeds it to Smith. Harden kicks to Freak. It's rebounded by Dallas. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards, and that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. Here's Parsons. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Freak passes to Howard. High, arcing shot, and he lays it up and in. Howard's got 6 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Harris, right side. 5 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
It was a good night so far for Parsons. 10 points. And he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And the Rockets making a change here. Wasson's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Howard with it. Williams picks him up. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
They got to bring the double team on him.
I would have already sort of expected to see that.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Harden dishes to Freak. Smith with a screen on Williams. Here's Freak. Got a piece of it. Harris kicks to Williams. Outside Matthews. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And now just a 3-point Rocket lead.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Freak passes to Howard. Harden kicks to Howard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Howard's got 10 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. The dish now to Pachulia. There's the pick. Parsons attacking. Matthews, no good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Williams sends a screen for Harris. He kicks to Williams. Parsons on the wing, covered by Smith. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Statistically speaking, let's see where the Rockets sit right now. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
From outside the arc,